Morning to you all. Go smash the like button. Let us get started this morning. All right, guys, welcome in. Good morning. So somebody just asked, do you have the chart set up for Street Smart Edge for day trading? Yeah, it was in the monthly seminar that I did this past Saturday. And it is also, Paul and I recorded a video yesterday where I started to teach him how to day trade. So we went over chart setup and then we just kind of got into it. So we're going to record multiple videos over the next couple of weeks, months, what have you, where we day trade together. We have selected 5 stocks. We're going to select 5 more. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to parse it up into he does 5, I do 5, and we roll with it that way. So it's going to be an interesting experiment to see if he likes to do it because it is more subjective. But with that being said, value investing is rather subjective, so he's going to have to get over it. Anyways, let's see. Futures are up right now. Oh, shoot. These things were... Didn't I just see the futures were up like... No. Okay, I was looking at yesterday's. All right, so we're good here. Let's go to some news for today. So, Mo, have you watched Mindhunters on Netflix? I have not. Where should we start? This one, I don't want to do this one. We already did that one yesterday. What about this one? Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen warns that a labor shortage may go on for several years. Yeah, no kidding. Where is my highlights? Come on. Okay. Okay, well, some of it highlighted, some of it didn't. Oh, well. I do not feel well this morning. If you can't tell from my voice, me and the toilet were best friends this morning, so that was great. Janet Yellen warns the labor market shortage may take several years to resolve. So with that being said, we're going to be looking at, supply chain shortages are for real. And it doesn't look like they're solving. And I have a story in here from the Wall Street Journal where there's ships that are taking 50 plus days to get to shore, and they're just sitting out there in ports in California. So it's not working things are not wrapping up very well. I don't see evidence that where are we? Janet Yellen said she was not concerned about the unprecedented levels of fiscal support injected into the U.S. economy. I'm frankly not worried about the downturn in the U.S. economy or the fiscal ebbs. I think there's going to be plenty of demand to support growth. Well, if inflation is high, you're not going to have demand to support growth because people aren't going to be able to spend. She added, we had a real jolt of spending and fiscal stimulus in the year 2021 due to the American Rescue Plan and its predecessors. That's not going to be repeated. We'll see about that. This Build Back Better plan is exactly the same thing. So we're going to see in years ahead fiscal drag rather than repeated stimulus. So basically what she's saying with this sentence right here, if you go in one way with a lot of stimulus, you're going to come out the other way with drag and vice versa. So too much creatine? No. Coronavirus? No. I hate to break it to everybody, but the flu does still exist. There's this thing called influenza, and it actually does exist. So, however, inflation was the concern of the day. Okay, I wanted to see, there was one more Yellen quote in here that I wanted to read. Here she said, "It's important to realize that the cause of inflation is the pandemic. If we want to get inflation down, I think we continue to make progress against the pandemic, and it's the most important thing we can do." Okay. Here's the story about the port. And I want to let me pull up my email real quick. I want to open this because I wanted to get this thing going. So this is going to give me the cool graphics that come with Wall Street Journal. So in late August, a shipping container called a Quinta left Hong Kong loaded with among 50-inch Roku televisions. It was a lot of stuff. It arrived on the coast of LA on the 12th of September. According to marine tracking data, steaming right into the traffic of dozens of ships that floated right there. 54 days until it was unloaded. More than 100 companies needed cargo on that ship, including giants like Amazon, but for smaller businesses, they had one or two containers, and it took a toll on their business. Another couldn't get paid $250,000. So I know with a business that I know, there is, it's usually about $5,000 to $6,000 for a container. They just paid $40,000 to get a container because they have to pay for rush shipping. If you pay a little bit more, you can instead of waiting multiple, 6 to 8 weeks, you can maybe get it in 2 to 3 weeks if you pay a little bit more. So, okay, so here's where I go to this graphic so here it is. It was kind of showing the track. Here's the ship. It moved right along. It got to the port and it started waiting. And these were the ones that were docked and being unloaded. Then it continued on. Less than a week, more than 3 weeks, still waiting. 8 weeks later, still waiting. And this was the breakdown. But the point is, guys, for small businesses, this is crushing them. I've seen it firsthand in people that I know that are owning businesses, and it's not good. So we talk about supply issues. We talk about demand issues. Yeah, the crews just live on the ship while they wait. That's absolutely correct, Edward. But it's going to continue to get worse. But whatever. So the rates have been flying around off the charts. That means if rates drop, people are going to be interested in refinancing. Look at the surge in demand of refinancing. 9% jump in refinances from week to week, seasonally adjusted. That was last week. Government FHA loans saw an outsized 20% weekly increase. So people really want to finance. So those that didn't get to refinance, well, I don't know what you were waiting for, but those that didn't refinance way back in when rates were like super, super low, now you get a second chance. So if you want to go refinance, take a look at it. Activity is still close to the highest level since March 2021, which is a positive sign as the year comes to an end. Purchase activity continues to be constrained by lack of inventory combined with rapid rates of increasing in home prices, appreciation of mortgage rates, etc. Let's see. Those graphs are very cool. Yes, they are. What else do we have? Ooh, Tesla. Tesla falls into bear market territory. That means it's fallen 20%. So it's fallen, where was the number? 20% off of its previous highs that were at the end of November. And remember, guys, I told you this was going to happen when we had that crazy run-up on Tesla. That crazy run-up from the Hertz thing and Elon doing something. I can't remember what it was. And then all of a sudden, all the way back down here. And we got to 943. I'm telling you, this thing is coming back down to this 910, 920 number. So that's going to happen. Speaking of Elon, guys, I have to digress for a second. You have to go and watch. Is this my personal one? Yeah. Where's my history? You have to go and watch this. This is Tesla's world biggest road. Go Wall Street Journal. Go and watch this interview. What an awesome interview. Then go over and watch this Monkey Mind Pong. This is from Neuralink. He starts to talk about Neuralink a little bit. So go and watch this too. Incredible. But watch that interview. Elon is, he is just an amazing human being. That's all I have to say. All right. U.S. bank executives worries about sustained higher inflation. This from Goldman Sachs. They are certainly worried that inflation is going to stay, and they're looking to. He was saying that he's worried that we're taking the route of the 1970s road. There are certainly differences between now and 1970s, but it certainly could get there. And of course, the one thing that he complained about is the Fed has gotten us into this situation. The Fed should be the one getting us out of this situation. I personally don't like when government intervention happens to this degree, but it happened. So they're the ones that have caused this. They better do something to fix it, aka trim the rates. Apple hit by supply chain crunch saw iPhone 13 production drop by 20% in recent months. Whew. iPhone 13 production fell 20% short of targets in September and October. Due to the limited components and chips, it made no sense to work overtimes in the factories, and that's never happened before. Apple will fall about 15 million units shy of its goal, making 230 million iPhones in 2021. Apple recorded a rare quarterly miss in revenue, blaming supply constraints. I don't really think it's necessarily blaming supply constraints. It is supply constraints. With that being said, Apple shares are up 29% year to date, 38% over the past 12 months compared to the gains of 17 and 18 on the Dow, and I'm assuming the NASDAQ. Okay, anyways. And they're up, if they're up 29%, ARK is down 29%, so they're basically up 60% over ARK, so that's sick. Do you actually like Elon, or are you being sarcastic? I love Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk. I'm not being sarcastic. I love it. I love it. I'm not being sarcastic. Love Elon. Okay, 10-year yield, ticking up. 3 months, staying the same. Let's see, there's big earnings today. GameStop, RH, Campbell's. Oh no, tomorrow's the big earnings. I keep thinking today's Thursday. Tomorrow, Costco, Lulu, Chewy, Oracle, Applied DNA Science, Broadcom. There's a couple more in here. Hormel. Yep, there you go. And then, Hooker Furniture. I saw something about their news. What a weird name. Academy Sports. I know a lot of you guys like that. So if you want to jump into the software and join us, let me get rid of my emails. You get all of this. 8 pillars, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8 pillars portfolio. We can build your own ETF or your 8 pillar ETF, whatever you want to do. Exclusive content, which you get two videos a day from Paul, Seth, and myself in the Discord. And you get access to the Discord community. Click join EM, come on over here. I still can't tell. That's funny. $30 a month gets you all of that, plus the Discord community, like I just said. If you want to jump into the Bid and Ask Nation, do some trading, which we're going to do in a few minutes here. And we're going to have a lot of time because there was no news. And frankly, I didn't really want to highlight anymore. $80 a month gets you access to that. You get my Employed Trader series. You get Trading 101 series, which is all of the rules that you're going to have to be a successful trader. Of course, you get all the software and the Discord community of 950 plus people. If you want to join Paul's Super Shorts, $500 gets you in the more exclusive tier. $750 gets you a one-on-one Zoom session with me. I am scheduling right now, and the calendar's filling up. So if you want to do that and get ready for the new year, jump in. Let me know. Just shoot me an email once you get on there. And if you want to do a real estate deal with Paul, $10,000 for 4 hours of his time, and you will get that. Sometimes I can't tell with you, Mo. My bad. Well, I'm glad you asked because I'm being serious. I really like Elon Musk. He's awesome. All right, give me some stocks. We'll run through them, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Don't take profits yet. 180 is coming. Yeah, probably. Probably a billion's coming. Mo, do you see Lulu going down anytime soon? Listen, I thought Lulu was coming down a long time ago. Clearly, I was not correct. So, the Mo that cried wolf. HIBB up 10% in 3 days. Let's see. HIBB. Hibbett Sports. Wait a second. I'm getting up 10% in 2 to 3 days. Is that a question? Or are you up 10% in 2 to 3 days? Clarify that, Jameek. Lulu. Let's do Lulu. Stitch Fix. I haven't looked at Stitch Fix in forever. All right, Lulu. So, okay, Lulu is certainly a downtrend. It's one of its, but here you also have to look here. Back in this area, it was also a downtrend. So make sure you get confirmation. This looks like a lot more confirmation. You're getting a little snapback today. It's bouncing off the 100. If you drop below the 100, you're going to get a downtrend. When do they report earnings? Is it tomorrow? Yeah. So they report tomorrow. I don't know if it's before or after the bell. Check that out before you do something. When to take profits in Apple? Apple just keeps rolling, so it's tough up here. Every time you make a new high, I would just keep taking profits. That's just my personal opinion. But let's see, Stitch Fix, S Fix, I think it is, right? Yeah. Okay, they have. Oh, I remember when Stitch Fix went IPO, and this was back in 18. Yeah, 17, late 17. Yeah, this was the next disruptive thing. They go to the moon, and then they don't. So I don't know why delivering clothes is a novel idea, but whatever. So where are we sitting? So we're sitting at a consolidation level dating back to the summer of 2020. Still a downtrend. If you want to do anything with it, I would just ignore the long-term chart. Don't even bother with this. Come over here. Wait till you get in the sweet spot. Get some engulfing candlesticks. Make a very nice move to the top. That's how I would play this one. All right, next. Vera Bradley reported earnings fashion. Oh, nice. Tesla. All right, sure. I'll pull up Tesla. So this is interesting. You're getting a hard snapback here, and you actually might be changing your trend back to the top side, bouncing off the 50. But don't be fooled by that. See what happens. This thing can easily stay right here and then start tracking down. It's created a little bit of support at this 960, 980, whatever level that is. But I'm still telling you, watch for it to go down to this 910, 920 level. All right. Broadcom earnings this week. That seems like a boring stock. But we'll do it anyways. They have a weird ticker, A something. AVGO. That's it. Okay, big earnings. When do they report? They report tomorrow night after the bell. So be careful. Don't be in this. If I was you today, I'd be taking profits all day right now. Take advantage of this crazy move. Speaking of crazy moves, let's go to look at Intel. So Intel shot up yesterday. Best thing in the whole world. Yay, they're making EV cars and helping people, and then boom, all the way back down here, 52. So I took profits around 55, 50, I think it was, something like that. So this move was totally unjustified in my opinion, and here we are back down here. This is going to fill the gap and come right back down and just keep consolidating around this $50 level. So if you took profits, good job. If you didn't, no worries. PHM, we haven't looked at Pulte in a while. Pulte. Okay, so you're running up into this resistance area right here. Go ahead and take some profits right there. That is the best thing that you could do right now. See if it can just continue to make this climb forward. You're getting good volume. You've gotten good volume the last 6 or 7 sessions, so keep watching that one. I like it. Tattooed chef. Why? Look at this thing. Come on. Don't even look at it from a long-term perspective. If you want to do anything with this, day trade it or come over here and swing trade it. Try to get into the sweet spot here. You probably won't get into the sweet spot until you're up to this like $17 range, which is going to give you challenges because you're going to keep facing resistance at the 50, resistance at the 100, resistance at the 200 if it can even get up to the 200. So just swing trade it and be careful from there. All right. Cheryl. Did I see McCormick Spices? MKC? I didn't even know they were public. Is it MKC? McCormick? Yep. McCormick. Okay. So we're consolidating in this area. And it's just, you can see consolidation happen here. A lot of it happened in here. And it's just back up to that level. So I would not be long on this. If you want to do anything up here, take profits up here. Yeah, I would be taking profits right now. Unless you can get up all the way to that top number. But even with that, you're getting a lot of selling volume. We're starting to create a downtrend. This is way too steep for me. Earnings are coming up when? Oops. Earnings are coming up when? Oh, January 27th. Okay, don't worry about earnings. But yeah. All right, next. How do you use stochastic for swing trades? I use it the same way I do it on a long-term trade. I have a question regarding trading rules made in the Discord. What is stochastic dormancy? I don't know what stochastic dormancy is. Ask me in the Discord. Taco. Didn't this thing go up like 100% or something? Yeah. I don't know what to tell you with this. They're getting bought. If they're getting bought at $12.48 a share, then sell your shares right now. That's what you should do. I don't know what the agreement was, but if the agreement here was that Jack, whatever the name of the company is, was going to buy them for $12.50 per share, sell your shares. That's what you need to do because you've collected all of the arbitrage. You're done. Uber. All right, Uber. So you have, okay, so if we just look at the history of Uber and just draw a couple lines, with the exception of this big blip down and this big blip up, it pretty much just stays in this $48 to $36 range. So right now, that just tells me don't even bother over here. Come over here and just keep swinging it between that $48 and $36 range. Just keep going up and down with it. You can just keep making money in this area. Short it right here. Maybe we'll get a long where we can go long. So if you get something that, excuse me, if you get something that kind of sits in that consolidation area and just hovers between a couple of prices, just keep playing it like that. Okay, what else do we have? Ford swinging in all-time highs. Let's see. Okay, so if you're in Ford and you haven't taken profits, do that because you're just consolidating here. Take your profits. Worst case scenario for you, you'll still be in it, but you will make a little less money if it breaks out and goes to all-time highs. Best case scenario, you take your profits, it starts to fall down here, you give back some of your profits, and you exit the position. It's as easy as that. So just take profits on Ford. Okay, CCL lowered my cost basis, had good panic sells. Let's see. Yeah, CCL has been... I would just play CCL from a swing trading perspective over here, but you have to get consistency. This is a very tough swing trade. The last good swing trade happened back here in early November, so be careful with that one. Meta Corporations is letting their employees work from home until 2022. Yeah, so is Google. Speaking of Facebook. Facebook's getting some movement. What I would really like to see is it start moving on a long-term chart over here, but I don't think we're going to get that anytime soon. So pay attention to it over here. Let it move up. Let it get through the 200, and then you can make a move towards the 100-day moving average. I really hope that Facebook keeps falling. Peloton. So the question with Peloton is when is it going to stop falling? And based on the stochastics, this is not done, and this is not done. The majority of volume in the past 15 sessions, basically the past month, you've had 3 days of buying volume. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So be careful with Peloton. The selling is not over clearly. SWBI to fill the gap. Guys, smash a like button for me, please. SWBI to fill the gap. Well, more likely than not, that will happen. I do not know when that's going to happen, though. You are going to have to get some real buying starting to come into this thing, and your stochastic is going to have to be in this area. Once it starts sniffing this 200-day moving average, that's when you're going to start to make that move because that's when hedge funds are going to, quant funds are going to start executing some orders on there. So pay attention to that. Let's see. KR, haven't done that one in a while. Kroger. All right, Kroger. So Kroger's filled that gap. I would be taking profits right now, and I would just wait until... The reason I would be taking profits is because you're at the top of this resistance point. You had you had the gap right here. You've had a couple of days where it can't break through that area. I would just start taking profits right now. And if it starts to make that move to the top, just add right back on. This has been a very, very weak climb to the top. So be careful with that. That long-term stochastic. Okay. ATVI going to fill the gap. Is this Activision Blizzard? Yeah. So it filled this gap right here. That one. Now it has to fill this one. Yeah, it'll fill it. But again, this is kind of the same thing as, I can't remember the one I just pulled up. Peloton. You just kind of have to see where the base is and then start to make that climb. Probably just play it over here for now. Don't go long term on this thing, but make sure you're in the sweet spot. Very important to be in the sweet spot on this one. Campbell's soup. Campbell's. How do you spell Campbell's? Isn't it spelled weird, kind of? Campbell. Yeah. Campbell soup. All right. Oh boy, you're just consolidating very, very hard in here. And you did the same thing back here in 2019. You were in the same price range in 2018. So with the exception of COVID and everybody went to buy canned soups, you're right back in that same consolidation area. So what would I do? Throw it over here if you can get a run over the 100. Go for it. But until then, in my opinion, find another stock. I would just like to see something else. Kramer likes CNC. I'm sure Kramer likes CNC. All right. So what does Kramer see in CNC? What's with all these guys picking all-time highs and being like, "Yep, these are the best things ever." So resistance, 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 and resistance again, and you're sitting at it, and it has proven that it can't break out over $75, basically, we're going to call it. So I would not be jumping in this. Plus, it has a downtrend right now. Downtrend right now. I don't know. I don't know. I would love to talk to Kramer one day. Not even on the air. I just want to see what his deal is with, because I know he managed a hedge fund back in the day that had to do with trading, and I think it was mostly day trading. But I would really like to know what his deal is and like what he looks for and whatnot. I know he won't say it on the air because he has to drive sales and whatnot. But I'm interested to see what he has to say. All right. PayPal, here you're sitting at a very strong support level, so you're good. Pay attention to the long-term chart. Maybe throw a tracker share on this. I've said it for a few days in a row. Maybe this is the one worth about $200 to throw a tracker share on. Over here, if this yellow line creeps into the sweet spot, you're good. You can make a pretty solid move on this thing up to the 25. So, and maybe through it. ED, Consolidation Edison. So where are we? Okay, 2020. All right, this is a 50%er. So here's your high, here's your low, here's your 50% area right in the middle, and you were kind of just, you crept above it once, and you're kind of creeping above it right now. If it was me, based on where the stochastic is, let me erase and move in. So remember, guys, we're at 50% with this. Based on this being at that 50% level, and where our stochastic is, I'm taking profits on this thing all day. If this is a trade for you, I'm just selling. That's me. Intel, I think we already did Intel, but we'll do it again. So your gap filled to the top side. There you go. And now your gap's going to fill down here. Your stock price is going to open at $52.67. This is going to fill, and it's just going to come back here and just keep consolidating. Yep. Okay. What else do we have? Hey, Mo, I want to check out BTI. This is an interesting question. Want to know if my December 17 $35 put has a good chance of being executed. Well, I don't know. I would look at the delta on it. But right now, yeah, I'd probably say it has a pretty good chance of being executed. I mean, it's December 8th. We're hovering around this $35 area. Even if it drops below, you're just consolidating in this area between $34.50 and $35.50. So it's a crapshoot at this point. You have a lot of support here at $34.50. So it'll be interesting to see what happens for you guys. Just to let you know, I will not be here tomorrow. I will not be here. It's snowing, by the way. I won't be here tomorrow. I won't be here Friday. I won't be here Monday. I won't be here Tuesday. Might be here Wednesday. Just depends on travel. So we are heading out to the left coast and then Texas to do our interview with Manish Pabrai. And that is that. So if you want to talk to me, I know some of you have separation anxiety. Hit me up in the Discord. Join the Bid and Ask Nation. All right, Foot Locker. Consolidating hard at this support level. I would not be looking at it over here from a long-term trade yet because you need to move into the sweet spot. Also, from here, you need to... guys, I just wouldn't even be paying attention to this stock right now. You told us BBY would run. Do I still think that? Did I say that? I didn't say BBY would run. I said BBY would fall here. Now is it going to run back up? Oh, okay, I remember. Because I pulled up a line chart. Okay, I remember what I'm saying. Remember what I said, Theo. Okay, so what I said was, because this was a straight fall, there were no M formations created here. And every time there's an M formation, you see how there's like these W formations moving up. This is a new support level, support level, support level, support level. There are no support levels there. It's a straight fall. So aside from moving through these major moving averages, it really doesn't have a lot of support to get through. So it will have a better opportunity to run. But right now, no, it won't. This is not going to happen. Even over here, this is not going to happen anytime soon. So that is that. Okay. Dropbox, please. All right, I will. What time is it? Okay, we got time for a few more. Nike, haven't done Nike in about a week. So you're approaching all-time highs again. Same story, different time frame. I'm taking profits. The reason this is a good one to take profits on, because if it does come up here, it'll probably hit resistance around 180 and fall back down, and you'll be in it. But right now, I would be taking profits. Next, Visa. Visa. Okay, Visa. So Visa's finally starting to make a climb. I would come over here, throw it up here, try to catch it, see if it can run to the 50-day moving average. Over here on the long-term chart, it's still not moving. So, yep. Okay. What else do we have? Give me some more stocks. When you sign up for the Bid and Ask Nation on the website, does your Patreon account automatically cancel? Garrett, there is an option for you to switch over, and it'll work that way. So yes, that does happen. And if it doesn't, or if you have difficulty, just email help@everythingmoney.com. Nick will help you. He'll get you taken care of. You will not be double charged in that way. Snap Inc., I should say, consolidating here. Run this. If this breaks through the 25-day moving average, move this up, and you'll have a very nice run. I will do one more stock, and then I'm going to get out of here. Did we do Disney already? Let's do Disney. Okay, Disney. So it looks like you're creating this is a snapback right here. All this is just a snapback because your trend is still down. You're getting some price action. Let's see what happens here. I would rather you come over here, wait for a green engulfing candlestick, and see if you can run it up to the 25, then the 50. I wouldn't even pay attention to it over here just yet. You want this trend, unless you want to throw a tracker share on for it to turn up, I would not be doing anything right now. So, all right, guys, does taking profits constantly affect your taxes or not really? Well, of course it does, because being taxed is ordinary income. But if you're in anything less than 365 days, it's ordinary income. So it doesn't matter if you take profits after 3 days or 362 days. You're still getting taxed as ordinary income. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you. Man, I won't see you till like next Wednesday, but if you want to chat, of course, I'll be around in Discord. I'll probably make some videos. Maybe I'll do some Instagram lives. Who knows what I'm going to do? But you guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for the support. Peace.
Thank you.